Hey everyone, welcome back to the third installment of my little series on making Mort. This will be the last video on his sculpting process. There's still a little bit more that I want to touch up on him. He could be done. The sculpt is done. But I'm being a little nitpicky and I want to smooth out and clean up just a couple more little tiny details. But in terms of like what I'm showing of the sculpting process, this is the last video. And you kind of see where he is right now at the end of this video. And that's where he's been. For quite a long time now. The end of 2020 was crazy, as I'm sure you are more than aware. And so the next video that will feature more in his process will be essentially me experimenting for the first time on trying to make a mold for him. And then once the mold is done, I will be able to start making resin casts of him, and those will be for sale. And I'm super excited for that. I will be having they'll all be blank, so that you can, so it's a little DIY figure that you can paint. He does have some official colors that I don't think I've shared yet, but I will eventually. So I will have, majority of them will be sold blank. There will be a small set of them that I will paint myself if you want him painted. And a special variant, colored one as well, that I will maybe only do a couple of. But yeah, I'm really excited to get back to Mort, that I can finally post this next video, and I'm going to be working on him again. I'm trying to schedule some time for him next week, but we shall see. I've got too many things that I'm trying to do, and I've finally gotten back to drawing. So all I kind of want to do is draw, but I have to, work on other things. I also should probably find some form of remote job because I'm still unemployed. Thank you, COVID. And I am so stubborn. I don't want to go work in the middle of a goddamn pandemic. Like, no one should be forced to go. Okay, anyway, not gonna get into that. I love you guys. I'm sorry. I've been stuck inside for so long. Sometimes I can't keep myself composed. But I'm good. I'm okay. I swear I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm keeping busy. I'm keeping sane. I hope you are all safe and also doing your best. Just keep it together. But yeah, I will chat with you guys for a little bit throughout this video. There isn't really too much to comment in terms of what's left, or what's in this process. It's really just kind of taking my time, putting them together. Right now I'm working on his arm and his little sleeve. I really enjoyed the whole sculpting process. Because I'm still very, very new to this. Mort is technically the second figure that I've ever sculpted from scratch. Obviously, I've done some sculpt work on dolls that I've made, but those really fall more under like body modifications. So I am also eager to get to my next little sculpture. I don't know what it will be. If it'll be another little character or something a little simpler, or maybe more complicated, who knows? I really shouldn't be thinking about future projects until I finish everything else that I have on my plate. Here I am trying to make the fabric that falls from his hood, that falls over his shoulders. But yeah, I am excited for the next little figure project. Like I said already, it might be a while before I come back to sculpting. Why am I having a hard time with that word? Anything else? If you are following my channel, I did just release a little pattern preview for a felt doll that I made, and that pattern will be going up for sale. I'm trying to focus. I mean, Mort obviously I'm going to focus on because I want to sell him, and then I also want to focus on other things that I can make a little bit of income from, at least a little bit. And I think patterns would be a good way, because then I can see what you guys make with them. I would love to see what people make with my patterns, and same with Mort. With the reason I'm selling them blanks is because I want to see how people paint him. Obviously he's got his official colors, but I want to see, how you want him, see him colored, like just, add little details to him, maybe glue a little feather on his hat. Like, I think it would be really cute to see how people dress him up. I also actually am going to draw just a little short comic, maybe like 1 or 2 little short comics with like a handful of panels of just a little bit of his story, a little bit of his character, just so I thought that would be cute. He does have a little bit of a story in my head. Here I am sculpting his little pouch on the back, and now there's some rain. Oh my goodness, are we already through the whole video? I'm sorry, I rambled so much. But here is where Mort is now. He is pretty much done. There's just like little details that I want to clean up, like you can see here under the brim of his hat, where I couldn't really sand too well. So I just kind of want to smooth out those areas, and any other little like nicks. And I just want him to be the smoothest boy possible before I start trying to cast him. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I will bring the next installment as soon as I can. I love you guys all. Please take care of yourselves and be safe.